service was it was always concentrated on hours. And when I first started, that's what I expected. I expected it to be exactly like a club work or work I did in another program where I would really gather hours for the amount of work I did.
Sort of attitude I had when I first started out was really similar to kind of like, like save the whole world, like I can make the world a better place, like that sort of attitude when I first started.
I honestly expected it to be very like time consuming, and I knew that it was something that would require hard work because I'd seen a lot of like service members kind of, I guess, quit midway, and like kind of matching your own like needs to somebody else's is kind of like a challenging thing.
And we expected it to be a piece of cake. Like our job was to teach English to a bunch of orphans, about elementary schoolers. So we just thought getting together a bunch of worksheets, slapping them together, calling in a curriculum, and going in there and just drilling through these worksheets would be fine for the next of the 4 years that I would be here. But as soon as we got in, it was a total chaos, a disaster about how we're going to deal with them.
So initially, like, this job role was a really overwhelming thing for me because when I first went there, the leader of that club itself, she assigned me to like 4 students, and I was like, whoa, like I can't handle all these students in different levels.
When the orphanage first told me that we could try out teaching the students there, I was at first a bit nervous because I didn't really know how to teach students at that time. But in general, I thought that the students would be really focused because we were only there for an hour and a half. 30 minutes would be dedicated to playing, and then only an hour would be dedicated to teaching them simple English, the basics. However, when I went there, I noticed that some students were mentally challenged, and some students had a faster pace of learning. So we had to make sure that each of the student volunteers need to match with the pace of the student, whether or not a student required a lot of time for review, or whether or not one really wanted to go at a faster pace.